Hey, shalom, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua Barakathum to the brothers, Yahushamar, Elathar Bahasham, Yahushua to the sisters. This is the California ISUPK Lashawan Kwadash class. The Lashawan Kwadash stands for Holy Tongue. This is a biblical tongue given to us by the Lord, and since 1969, under Commanding General Yohana, the ISUPK has been speaking the truth about the Bible as well as the holy tongue that the Christian church and the world has been speaking about. But unlike the world, the ISUPK speaks the truth about the Bible. And with the Lashawan Kadash, it's not about running around feeling a holy sensation and speaking in a tongue that nobody can understand. This is an actual biblical language that the Lord gave us so that we can translate, that you can pass down in nature. It's not a feeling and sensation that you get and you start running down the aisles. That's not what the Holy Tongue is about. That's why if you want to know the truth about the Bible, you want to come and get in one of these classes. And we have these classes just about every day. We have classes from Tuesday to Saturday. We have classes from 7 till 9 p.m. Actually, we have our Sabbath service. We know Sabbath service starts from Friday evening and it ends at Saturday sundown. But we do have a Sabbath service that starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 11 p.m. So we have classes all throughout the week. So if you guys want to come in, get educated, you're welcome to it. But what you want to do is you want to go online, go on ISUPK, whatever area you're in, you want to get with the nearest captain, officer, and you want to connect with the brother, and you want to set up so you can come to the classes. It's about actually understanding the Bible, not being misguided in the Bible, because there's things that even myself, when I was like coming up in this truth, I would hear things that I learned in the Christian church, and then when I heard what I heard from the ISUPK, I was like, hold on, that's not what I heard. And then I had to go ahead and actually research it for myself. And when I researched it for myself, I found that the ISUPK was speaking the truth about the Bible, Salakia, excuse me, and the Christian church was actually lying about the Bible, just running away with it, making things sound good. I find, in my personal opinion, I feel like the Christian black church is about prosperity preaching. They teach you that you give and you'll make it to heaven, when in fact we know that that's not how you would make it to heaven. So that's why you want to get in these classes and actually find out how to please the Lord. Because actually saying that you're a Christian, the Ku Klux Klan as well were Christians. So you want to know if you're actually pleasing the Lord. So like I said, you want to get in these classes, and we have them all throughout the week. Right now we're teaching a language class, the Lord's language class. This is a language that the Lord gave to his 12 tribes of Israel. He gave them their own biblical tongue because he loved these people that much. He said, you know what? I'm going to give them, they're my holy people. I'm going to give them a holy language. And we know a holy language, holy means to be separate. So the Lord had his own separate people, and he gave his own separate people their own language. What happened was, his people, the 12 tribes of Israel, did not follow the Lord. They took on other deities and gods, and the Lord wasn't happy about it. We know that the Lord is a jealous God, and as well as a man of war. So just to think of somebody going across sides, he has to discipline his chosen people. So that's why we were putting these different four corners of the earth, and we've been taught Spanish, English, and all these different languages, and we've been stripped of our own language. Now the ISUPK is speaking the truth of the Bible and teaching about this holy language. So it's a good thing that people get in these classes and they get in tune with their culture, especially because this is your culture. You've been stripped of your culture. You've been stripped of your culture. Now it's important to get your culture back. Love your people. Okay, what I like to do at the beginning of my classes, I like to start my classes with the alphabets. If you guys do need a chart, let me know. If you need a chart, as far as it's an ancient and it's an Assyrian chart. I can give it to you via email, and I can give it to you Messenger. If you are watching from YouTube, you would have to put your email in. If you are watching from Facebook, go ahead and just put it in the chat board, and I can go ahead and send you one. Best thing is to go home and exercise this, because this is your language. Unlike these other languages that we learn from our oppressors, we go all around. We're proud. We got this degree. I got my master. I got my bachelor's. I got the associates. But the thing is, you got it under the captivity of your oppressor when it comes to being a Black, Hispanic, and a Native American. Because if we think about the Constitution and the 13th Amendment, it says that we're still 3/5 of a man. So how proud can we be when they haven't even changed the amendment for the the so-called black man in America to be something greater than an animal is what they see us as. So it's a good thing to go ahead and come get your history. Come learn your language. This is the language of your forefathers. When we think about it, like I always bring it up I'll bring it up so much. Like when I first came into the classes, they start throwing up the prayer saying, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka. It was like I felt it. Because the reason why I know I felt it is because it's like something that should resonate to you. It resonates to you because this is a language that was it's passed through lineage. It's been hidden in you with something that's being brought out of you. So this is what the ISUBK does. It brings the truth out of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't hide it. Once you come out of the darkness, you got to come into the light. It's a lock. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the alphabets. Come here real quick. Salaki, excuse me. We'll go ahead and start with these alphabets. Is this my truth or the truth? Let me tell you something. Whatever questions that you would have to refute what I would have to say, you would have to go against the Bible, because what I'm telling you is what's in the Bible. I don't have to put my opinion in anything, because we could talk to brothers across the world that have the same notion and the same agreement with me about what I'm speaking about when it comes to the Bible, as far as in what I'm speaking about, the history of the language of the Lashawan and of the Holy Tongue, because the Christian church is a lie, and it is proven that the Christian church is a lie, because we haven't seen anything the Christian church has provided but filth. So if you want to defend that, by all means, you can go ahead. But I mean, it seems like you need to get in these classes because it seems like you're searching for the truth since you speaking about the truth. Go ahead and get into the classes, and it seems like the Lord put you in the right places. So I'm glad you are trying to refute something. You do need to go ahead and question that, but you should have questioned your Christian pastor when he took all that money from your grandma and your mother and whoever else who feels that they're real good Christians and they're making it to heaven because they didn't put their bed in. But I'm just a brother who doesn't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. We just follow the commandments. That's it. JP the Flame. I see you though, brother. Just getting class though. That's it. You right where you need to be. But guess what? You see this? This is the 12 tribe language right here. This is what the Lord has given us. Unlike what you learned from your oppressor. Your oppressor taught you your ABCs, right? Well, we're actually out here teaching our brothers a language that the Lord has given us, a biblical language. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can go against that, but you ain't battling me. You battling the Lord. You can get mad and whatever, man. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sound it out for you. When it comes to the Lashawan is written from right to left, unlike the Western civilization where they write from left to right. You actually write from right to left. I'll go ahead and start demonstrating by sounding out the alphabet. Salakia, that means excuse me in Hebrew. That's A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, Cha, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. And those actually are the sounds of the Lashawan Qudah. When it comes to the Assyrian as well, the sounds of the Lashawan does not change. Only the characters of the alphabets change, not the sound. So don't get that confused. I'll go ahead and go over it a couple more times. If you guys do need a chart, let me know. You can put it in the comment board, and I can send you a chart. It's no sweat. The Lord says, study and show thyself approved. So it's a good thing that you go home exercising. I mean, it's your language. We learn a lot. We watch a lot of the social media. We do a lot of different things, waste time. Why not put time into something that, you embody and it's a part of your culture. We know a little bit about our culture, So when it comes to the ISUBK, they're trying to wake people up and teach them their culture. So when it like as far as following the commandments, I'm not saying they're teaching you, it's like the commandments. we base it on teaching the commandments as far as not eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, what have you. Those different things about following the commandments. That's what we practice. That's what we're deep into. So that's what it's about. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the sounds again. It's ba ga da ha wa za ha ta ya ka la ma na sa I pa ta za kwa ra sha ta. And those are the sounds of the Lashawan. That holy tongue, the alphabets, you can see that how our colonizers kind of imitated this right here, because this is way before the ABCs. And you hear this ba ga da, like similar to the ABC. So understand that they're masterful in imitating. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the sounds again, and then I'm gonna go into the Assyrian. We'll go from there. But this is ba ga da ha wa za ha ta ya ha la ma na sa I pa ta za kwa ra sha da. And those are the sounds of the Lashawan, that holy tongue. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this, and then we're gonna go into the Assyrian. I'm gonna go over the sounds. Like I said, when it comes to the Lashawan sound, the sound does not change. Only the characters of the alphabet change. The sounds stay the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through the sound. This is a ba ga da ha wa za kha ta ya kha la ma na sa I pa ta za kwa ra sha ta. And those are the sounds of the Lashawan. And that's the characters of the Assyrian. I know you're looking and you're saying, what is this? Like this, okay, the Assyrian has double character alphabets in some of the characters. Like with these characters, with the double characters, you would use the first characters always used in the beginning or the middle of a word. The second character of this alphabet, because it's only one alphabet, it is used at the end of a word. As an example, like the ka, my name is Kapar. That's how you would say my name in the. That's how you would sound it out in English. But because the ka is in the beginning of my name, I would use this first ka. That's the ka that I would use in the Assyrian because it's in the beginning of the word. Now, let's give an example, just an example. Say the ka was at the end of the word. I would write out. I'll write out. Let me see. La. That's the la, and then the ka. For the ka, I would use the second ka only because it's at the end of a word. If it was in the middle of a word, I would have used the first ka, but since I was in the at the end of a word, I used the second ka. I'll give you more of an example when I write out the vocabulary, but that's some of how you would write that. I'm gonna go ahead and sound it out again. If you guys do need a chart, go ahead and put it in the chat room, and I'll send you one. No sweat. I can send you one via email, or I can send you one through your messenger. Just put it in the chat room, and I'll send it over to you. It's no sweat. So you can go home and work on it, exercise it. But I'm going to go ahead and go back through the sounds. This is ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, kha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, ta. And those are the sounds of the Lashawan. Just making sure I can hear it. Just making sure I can hear it. Cool. Just making sure I can hear it. Cool. Hey, shalom. Got you, no sweat. Just making sure I can hear it. Send that chart over to a brother real fast. Hey, shalom, sir. Okay, I'm going to go to the sound one more time. Then I'm going to erase that. We're going to go into the vocabulary. This is ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, da. Okay. First word is occupation. The word for occupation in the Hebrew is masharad. Masharad is how you would say occupation in the Hebrew. The next word is of. The word for of in Hebrew is shal. The next word is office. The word for office in Hebrew, hold on, Salakia. I got things confused. For occupation in Hebrew is ma shalat. Office is masharad. I'm going to go ahead and write it out in the ancient and in the Assyrian. Masha la. And remember, there are connectors. Let me show you how this connectors work. When you see this under a word, it makes it sound singular. I'll give you an example. Like the ma, that's singular. The sha, singular. The la and the ch put together, you would connect them. That's how you would make the connector right there. So ma shalak. That's how you would write that in the ancient. Let me go ahead and write that in the Assyrian. Now, in the Assyrian, because the ma is in the beginning, remember the ma is a double character. If you have the alphabet chart in front of you, remember that the ma is a double character, and you would use the first ma in the beginning or the middle of a word. In this case, it's in the beginning of the word to use the first ma, right? Ma. Then you would go sha, la. That's how you would write that. And there are no connectors in the Assyrian. It's just written straight out. The next word is of. The word for of is shal. So you would go sha and then la. Then you put the connectors on that. And then the same thing with the Assyrian. You would go sha, la, no connector. That's how you would write that in the Assyrian. The next word is office. The word for office is masharad. So you'd write in the ancient, you would go ma, sha, ra, da. You go ma, singular, sha, and then the rod put together. Masharad. That's how you would write that in the ancient. Now I'm going to go ahead and write it in the Assyrian. The ma, remember, you're going to use that first ma because it's in the beginning of the word. Then you go sha. Use the sha. Then the ra. Then the da. That's how you would write that. The first word is occupation. The word for occupation is mashallah. This is how you would write mashallah in the ancient. This is how you would write mashallah in the Assyrian. The next word is of. The word for of is shawl. This is how you write shawl in the ancient. This is how you write shawl in the Assyrian. The next word is office. The word in Hebrew for office is masharad. This is how you write masharad in the ancient. This is how you would write masharad in the Assyrian. Next word is officer. The word for officer in the Hebrew is pa qua yad. Pa qua yad is how you would say officer in the Hebrew. The next word is oil. Next word is oil. The word for oil is shaman. The next word is on/upon. In the Hebrew is isle. So I'm going to go ahead and write that out in the ancient and in the Assyrian. Pa, qua, ya, da. Pa, qua, ya. That's how you write that in the Hebrew. Now the pa, when you come to, in the ancient. Now when it comes to the Assyrian, the pa is a double character. In this case, you're going to write the first pa because it's in the beginning of the word. So pa, qua, ya, da. That's how you write that. Next word is shaman. Oil. The word for oil in the Hebrew is shaman. So you would go sha, ma, na. Sha. In this case, the ma is in the beginning of the sentence. In the middle of the word. So you're going to use the first ma. And then the na is at the end of the word. So you're going to use the second na. That's how you would write that in the Assyrian. Next word is isle. The first word is officer. The word for officer in the Hebrew is pakwayad. This is how you would write pakwayad in the ancient. This is how you write pakwayad in the Assyrian. The next word is oil. The word for oil is shaman. This is how you'd write shaman in the ancient. This is how you'd write shaman in the Assyrian. The next word is upon. On/upon. The word for upon on/upon is isle. This is how you write isle in the ancient. This is how you write isle in the Assyrian. The next word is old. The word for old in the Hebrew is Zaquan. The next word is olive. The word for olive in the Hebrew is Zayath. The next word is open. The word for open in the Hebrew is patat. Go ahead and write that out in the ancient and the Assyrian. Next word is olive. The word for olive is zayath. Zayath. Next word is open. The word for open is patak. Pa ta pa ta. The first word is Zaquan. The first word is old. The word for old in the Hebrew is Zaquan. This is how you write Zaquan in the ancient. This is how you write Zaquan in the Assyrian. The next word is olive. The word for olive is Zayath. This is how you would write Zayath in the ancient. This is how you write Zayath in the Assyrian. The next word is open. The word for open is patak. This is how you write patak in the ancient. This is how you write patak in the Assyrian. Sometimes when it comes to the vowels, it could be silent. Like when I'm writing out a certain word, as an example, in the alphabet, you would see cha, but right here you see dak. Sometimes when it comes to the alphabet, it's not the full. It doesn't give off the full sound. Sometimes when you at the end of at the end of the word, if it's at the end of the word, sometimes it's silent. You don't have to put the two the two on because it would be putaka, and that's not the name of the same. It's not the same. Whatever that dude's name is. Next word is only. The word for only is rock. Next word is oppress. The word for oppress is nagash. The next word is or. The word for or in the Hebrew is ah. So I'm going to start in the ancient. Ra. So you write ra. Next word is nagash. The na is a double character, so you're going to use the first na. Naga. Sha. So you write that in the Assyrian. Next word is or. The word for or is ah. Ah. Now you're going to put wa. Connect them. First word is only. The word for only is rak. This is how you write rak in the ancient. This is how you write rak in the Assyrian. The next word is oppress. The word for oppress is nagash. This is how you write nagash in the ancient. This is how you write nagash in the Assyrian. The next word is or. The word for or is ah. This is how you write ah in the ancient. This is how you write ah in the Assyrian. The next word is ordain. The word for ordain in the Hebrew is the gad. The next word is order. The word for order in the Hebrew is Iraq. The next word is original. The word for original in Hebrew is Maquawar. Go ahead and write that out in the ancient and in the Assyrian. So ta, ga, na. Ta, ga, and it's going to be the second na because it's used at the end of a word. So you're going to use the second na when it comes to the Assyrian because you know it's a double character. The next word is order. The word for order in the Hebrew is Iraq. So I, ra, ka, singular. I, ra. Oh yeah. The ka is also a double character. So you're going to use the second character ka. That is the second character ka. The next word is original. The word for original is makwawar. So you want to go ma. You want to go kwa. Then you want to go wa. And go ra. Makwawar. Makwawar. The ma is a double character. Since the beginning, you use the first character of the ma. The ra. Kwa. Ra. That's how you would write makwawar. The first word is makwawar. The first word is ordained. The word for ordained is tagan. This is how you write tagan in the ancient. This is how you write tagan in the Assyrian. The next word is order. The word for order is Iraq. This is how you write Iraq in the ancient. This is how you write Iraq in the Assyrian. The next word is original. The word for original in the Hebrew is makwawar. This is how you write makwawar in the ancient. This is how you write makwawar in the Assyrian. The next word is out. The word for out in the Hebrew is yataza. Yataza is out. Outcast is the next word. The word for outcast in the Hebrew is nadak. Nadak. The next word is over. The word for over in the Hebrew is aisle. Go ahead and write that out in the ancient and the Assyrian. Ya. Yata. Za. Ya. Ta. Za. Next word is outcast. The word for outcast is nadak. Na. Da. Next word is over, which is aisle. The first word is out. The word for out in the Hebrew is yatazah. It's how you write yatazah in the ancient. This is how you write yatazah in the Assyrian. The next word is outcast. The word for outcast is nadak. This is how you write nadak in the ancient. This is how you write nadak in the Assyrian. The next word is over. The word for over is aisle. This is how you write aisle in the ancient. This is how you write aisle in the Assyrian. Okay, go ahead and next word is O. The word for the word for O in the Hebrew is chab. Next word is on. The word for on in Hebrew is shayak. Next word is owner. The word for owner in the Hebrew is Baal. Next word is ox. The word for ox in the Hebrew is shawor. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and write all these out in the ancient and in the Assyrian. First one is chab. So chab and the ba. The connectors. Move that up. Oh, my bad. Chab. Since the shayak, the ka is a double character. Since it's on the end, you can use the second character. Next word is owner. The word for owner is ba'al. Ba. Ah. Ba. Ah. Next word is ox. The word for ox is shawar. The first word is own, which is cob. This is how you write cob in the ancient. That's how you write in the Assyrian. The next word is own. The word for own is shiyak. This is how you write shiyak in the ancient. This is how you write shiyak in the Assyrian. The next word is owner. The word for owner is ba'al. This is how you write ba'al in the ancient. This is how you write ba'al in the Assyrian. The next word is ox. The word for ox is shawar. This is how you write shawar in the ancient. This is how you write shawar in the Assyrian. The next word is page. The word for page is dat. Next word is pain. The word for pain in Hebrew is ka'ab. Next word is paper. The word for paper in the Hebrew is nayar. Next word is Passover. The word for Passover in the Hebrew is Pesach. Go ahead and write it out in the ancient and the Assyrian. First word is dat. We're going to do the da and the pa. Connect. Right? I'm going to do the da. And remember, the pa is a double character. Since it's on the end, you use the second character. Pa. Next word is pain. The word for pain is karab. So cha, the ka, the ah, and the ba. The ka is first character of the ka, the ah, and the ba. That's how you write that. Next word is paper. And the word for paper in the Hebrew is nayar. So na, ya, ra. Nayar. That's how you'd write that in the ancient. Now I'm going to go ahead and write it out in the Assyrian. The Assyrian has a double character to the na. So you're going to do the double character, which is na, the ya, and the ra. That's how you would write it out in the Assyrian. Now the next word is Passover. The word for Passover is Pesach. So you want to go pa. Then you want to write the the sa, the pa, the sa, and the cha. Singular connected. That's how you write that in the ancient. Now we're going to go ahead and write it out in the Assyrian. The pa, since it's a double character, you're going to write the first pa. The pa, the sa, and the cha. That's how you write that. The first word is page. The word for page is dap. This is how you write dap in the ancient. This is how you write dap in the Assyrian. The next word is pain. The word for pain is ka'ab. This is how you write ka'ab in the ancient. This is how you write ka'ab in the Assyrian. The next word is paper. The word for paper is nayar. This is how you write nayar in the ancient. This is how you write nayar in the Assyrian. The next word is Passover. The word for Passover is Pasak. This is how you write Pasak in the ancient. This is how you write Pasak in the Assyrian. Next word is past/pass. The word for past/pass is I bar. The next word is pay. The word for pay in the Hebrew is the sha la wam. Dashalawam. Dashalawam is how you would say pay in the Hebrew. The next word is pen/pencil. The word for pen/pencil is it. The next word is people. The word for people in the Hebrew is ayin. The next word is phone. The name for phone in the Hebrew is dabar taba. Go ahead and write it out in the ancient and in the Assyrian. The first word is I bar. Next word is pen/pencil is it. She will go I Ta. Next word. Next word is dabar, daba, da, ba, ra, da, ba. The first word is pass/pass. The word for pass/pass in the Hebrew is ibar. This is how you would write ibar in the ancient. This is how you write ibar in the Assyrian. The next word is pay. The word for pay is dashalawam. This is how you write dashalawam in the ancient. This is how you write dashalawam in the Assyrian. The next word is pen/pen. So the word for pen/pencil is it. This is how you'd write it in the ancient. This is how you write it in the Assyrian. The next word is people. The word for people is I'm. This is how you'd write I'm in the ancient. This is how you write I'm in the Assyrian. The next word is phone. The word for phone in the Hebrew is dabar daba. This is how you write the dabar daba in the ancient. This is how you write dabar daba in the Assyrian. But hey, that's the end of my class. Hey, shalom, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua Barakathum to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar and Latah Bahashim Yahushua to the sisters. Hey, shalom.